A good political system should promote shared values, social cohesion, and the common good. Instead of focusing only on individual rights, they stress the importance of duties and social bonds. A communitarian would judge a system by its ability to foster a strong sense of community, support social institutions like families and schools, and encourage citizens to be active and responsible members of society. Finally, the American philosopher John Rawls offered a famous idea about justice as fairness. He asked us to imagine we are behind a veil of ignorance, where we do not know our place in society, whether we will be rich or poor, talented or not, or part of a majority or minority group. From this original position of equality, Rawls argued, we would all agree to two principles. First, everyone should have the same basic liberties. Second, any social and economic inequalities should be arranged so that they benefit the least advantaged members of society. Rawls provides a powerful test. A just political system is one that you would agree to, even if you did not know who you would be within it. Philosophical ideas provide a useful guide, but in the real world, political systems do not operate in a vacuum. They are deeply shaped by practical realities that make simple choices difficult. One of the most powerful forces is history. A country's past experiences with colonialism, war, revolution, or civil conflict leave a lasting legacy. These historical events shape political culture, public trust, and national identity, influencing which type of government is likely to succeed. A system that works in a country with a long history of democratic debate may fail when imposed on a nation with no such tradition. The economy is another critical factor. The level of economic development and the distribution of wealth within a society have a huge impact on its politics. For instance, extreme poverty can lead to instability and make it difficult for democratic institutions to take root. A large and stable middle class, on the other hand, is often seen as a crucial ingredient for a healthy democracy. Furthermore, economic crises can put immense pressure on any political system, leading to public unrest and demands for radical change. A government's ability to deliver economic prosperity is often a key measure of its success in the eyes of its citizens. The raw pursuit and exercise of power also complicates the picture. Political theories often assume that leaders will act for the public good, but in reality, individuals and groups often seek power for their own benefit. Corruption, special interests, and the desire to remain in office can distort the functioning of any system, whether it is a democracy or an authoritarian regime. Powerful elites may resist reforms that threaten their position, and political competition can sometimes descend into bitter conflict rather than productive debate. Managing these power dynamics is one of the toughest challenges for any government. Finally, no country exists in isolation. We live in an interconnected world where global forces play a significant role. International trade, military alliances, the spread of ideas through the internet, and global challenges like climate change and pandemics all affect a nation's politics. A powerful neighboring country might pressure a smaller nation to adopt a certain political model. Global economic trends can lift a country out of poverty or plunge it into recession. A political system must therefore be resilient enough to navigate not only its domestic challenges, but also the unpredictable currents of the international environment. After journeying through different systems, philosophies, and real-world complexities, we return to our original question. Is there a perfect political system? The evidence suggests that there is likely no single, universal answer. The best system for a country may depend on its unique history, culture, and what its people value most. A society that prioritizes individual liberty above all else might favor a libertarian-leaning democracy. Another that values stability and rapid economic development might be more tolerant of an authoritarian approach, at least for a time. What works for one nation may not work for another. In practice, very few countries follow a pure model. Instead, most have hybrid systems that mix elements from different ideologies. Many successful democracies incorporate strong social safety nets, an idea closer to communitarianism or Rawlsian justice, to balance freedom with equality. Some authoritarian states have adopted market-based economies, borrowing an idea that is often associated with liberty to generate prosperity and maintain legitimacy. This blending shows that leaders are often pragmatic, choosing the tools and ideas they believe will work best in their specific circumstances, rather than sticking rigidly to one blueprint. The search for better governance is not about finding a final, perfect endpoint. Political systems are not static monuments. They are living things that must constantly adapt to new challenges and changing societal values. The rise of the internet, the challenges of automation, and the growing need for global cooperation are all forcing every country to rethink how it governs itself. The systems of tomorrow will likely look different from the systems of today, as each generation confronts its own unique set of problems and opportunities. This process of evolution and adaptation is a sign of a healthy political society. Therefore, the conversation about the ideal government is one that never truly ends. It is not a problem to be solved once and for all like a math equation. It is a shared and ongoing search, a continuous dialogue among citizens about how we can best live together. The challenge for every society is to remain engaged in this conversation, to learn from the past, to think critically about the present, and to imagine a more just, free, and prosperous future. Politics, in its truest sense, is this collective and unending quest for a better way.